Hi, it's Verna from Drayton Valley Library. I am here for our, well, maybe it's going to be an annual thing. I don't know. But currently it's our second annual From Home Christmas concert. So today you can see there's a few guests here with me. I've also got somebody in the background, lurking in the background. He's going to perform for you in just a sec. And oh, there he is. And we've got quite a few recordings sent in this time. So some people were busy at this exact moment, but they sent us recordings. Another fun feature that we have for you this year are some very, very short tunes that were composed by some grade 4 students. So we are actually going to start out with one of those. All these students come from Aurora School. And the first one we have is something called Blob Opera. So you'll know what it is when you see it. So they had a challenge to play around and do some different composing on a few different computer programs that were available to them. So this one is called Blob Opera. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to hear from Elizabeth. Oh, hang on, we just got to get this. Oh, seriously. Ah, I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay. Nothing like live. Okay, here's Blob Opera. And I have paused them there. I can play with them. So you kind of drag them around and make them sing. And after a bit, they're going to start kind of doing their own thing. But if you're interested in playing around with Blob Opera, there you go. So we will say thank you to Elizabeth from Aurora for composing that little piece for us and showing us about Blob Opera. Kind of a funny little thing. But now I'm going to turn it over to Doug. And Doug has brought a friend with him today. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. Can we see, is your friend there?
My lovely boy, Frank, is dressed up in his kilt and he likes to sing along when I play bagpipes. Can you angle it down? Frank, over here.
Oh, Frank, where are you?
And that, Frank, is awesome. Thank you for singing along.
And I was just wondering that, I don't know, if you move back a little bit, Frank you might be able to see you and Frank a little bit better. There we go. Now we've got you both. Well,
So that was the holly and the ivory.
or in the ivy.
In the ivory, thank you.
Good job, Frank. We finally got him right in view there. Okay, I'm just gonna pop it back so that we can see everybody again. There we go. And who said that libraries were quiet anymore these days? That was the opposite, hey? But a hub for lots of interesting things nonetheless, if we're not always quiet. Okay, let's see what else we have on the agenda for today. So our next little piece we're going to go to is again by our grade 4 students. So I'm just going to find that here. So now this one has been made on something called Chrome Music Lab, and lots of these have been composed on Chrome Music Lab. So it actually is just going to take it from the website again. So this just kind of shows a little bit of an experiment that they did probably when they were first learning. And you can kind of see that they're going for the shape of their music here. But I will give this a little play. This is Rhea's piece. And that would keep going for a while if I kept it going, but you can see some of the features on there, right? They can choose the type of instrument and the speed, the tempo, and different things like that. So that was Rhea's piece. Thank you, Rhea. And we're going to take a little peek now at Caleb's piece. Oh, I always hit the wrong button. Let's try the right button. Okay. And it's just loading up here for us. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. The shape seems to be playing quite a part in his piece. All right, so we'll stop it there. You can see this one, he's picked some different instruments and his piece was even longer than the last one. So pretty basic, those ones going up and down, but we'll get into some little bit more complex pieces as we go along here. So we've also got now a video that was sent in by 2 young ladies who have been featured in a lot of our From Home concerts, but they had an appointment, I believe, today and couldn't be here. So they sent us a video. So this would be Julianne and Hazel. So we're going to start with Julianne. Get that video loaded up here.
Hi, I'm Julianne.
Oops.
I'm playing Jingle Bells.
She's telling us before I'm ready. Okay, just a second. I paused it, but here we go. Let's see what Julianne has to play for us today.
Hi, I'm Julianne. I'm going to be playing Jingle Bells.
Okay. I love the smile that she shared there at the end. I have done it, and it's good. So thank you very much, Julianne, for sharing that with us. And not to be outdone here, let's find her sister. So Hazel also has a piece for us today. Getting that one loaded up here too. Okay, and we are ready to give that one a share. So here is Hazel's piece. Sorry. Yeah, Hazel.
Hi, my name is Hazel.
You're muted, Verna.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. You missed all my witty comments. Anyways, you'll have to try to read my lips and see if you can figure it out now. What was I saying? And yeah, thanks, Wayne. I was trying to be, respectful and then I forgot, but nothing like live. So pretty soon we are going to have some live performances, but just before that, we're going to take a look at two more of our composed pieces by the grade 4s. And then it will be Wayne's turn and he will unmute himself again, but not quite yet. Okay, so let's take a look now at the Chrome Music Lab again. And now we have Lauren's piece. So it is starting to get a little bit more complex in what they have composed here, you'll see. All right, we are ready to share this piece. All right, so I like about that one. We've now got more than one note playing at a time as well. So that's pretty interesting. So that there was Lauren's piece, and we're going to have one more before we head over to Wayne, and we are going to hear the piece by Taylor. Okay, here we go. This one is getting loaded up. All right, so here's the piece by Taylor. All right. So thank you, Taylor, for that one. I really like how she finished it off in that one, right? You could hear there's a definite ending to that piece. All right, Wayne, are you ready?
I think so. I'm going to play that God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, but that one girl played Jingle Bells, so I'll switch and play Frosty the Snowman. So Merry Christmas, and here is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen in G. But we'll go on and try the next one. That didn't come out too well.
Well, it's making me wish I had the lyrics in front of me so I could remember more than the first verse.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try Frosty the Snowman here now.
Oh, nice.
We'll see if it comes out any better. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Wayne. I'm giggling a little bit there because I was forgetting what that you call it a bridge, kind of like that little part, bumpity bump bump bumpity bump bump over. I couldn't remember what it was until the last part you were playing, and then oh yeah.
Yeah, I should have been practicing a little bit more. But
Well, you know, that last one there, you changed at last minute because you saw someone else was playing the Jingle Bells. Did you want to play the Jingle Bells? Because you may have practiced that. Are you good?
No, I'm fine.
You're good. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for providing us with some variety there. Yeah, some of the titles I wasn't getting in kind of to the last minute to be able to communicate with everybody. But there we go. We've got ourselves a little fiddle from Mr. Wayne Howes. Okay, so Kathy's getting excited because her turn is coming, but not quite yet. Oh, we're gonna go peek again. We have a couple more of our composed pieces of music here. So we're gonna go to the Chrome Labs and we will check out Alexa C's piece. Now this one looks like she was trying to do something a little bit more challenging. You'll see as soon as you can view the screen here. There's a lot of notes. So let's see what it turned out like. Okay, we'll just stop it there. But I've got to give her points for going a little bit more complex. And I'm not sure if my music terminology is very good, but what's that sound when things are like a little bit sadder? Not, do we know any of us? Not.
It's usually a minor key.
Yes, okay, maybe that's what I'm trying to go for, that she was kind of having a sound a little bit more like that. So let's see now, we've got one more to check out here before we move on. And this is another Alexa. This is Alexa K. And she was going a little more complex too here. Let's just see. All right. All right. So there we go. That was Alexa K's piece. And that one seems to make me think a little bit more in the way that we have art that we might call abstract. This music was a little bit more abstract, I felt, this piece. So we are going to head over actually to a different Kathy, sorry. I have another Kathy who has sent us in a video and she is singing for us. I think this might be maybe one of our only singing pieces. So you're in for a treat here. Just get this video opened up. Lots of clicking of buttons when you're doing technology. Hey? Okay, I have found it and we are ready to share. There we go.
We're looking for the King, the new Messiah. We're following the star, shining brighter. Old man, won't you help us if you can? He shook his head, but pointed his hand. There's a new kid in town, and he's lying in a manger down the road. There's a new kid in town, but he's just another baby, I suppose. Heaven knows there's a new kid in town here in Bethlehem. I see you've traveled far, bearing treasures. You say these gifts are for the new King's pleasures. I have heard that a king might come, but up till now there hasn't been one. But there's a new kid in town, and he's lying in a manger down the road. There's a new kid in town, but he's just another baby, I suppose. Heaven knows there's a new kid in town. There's a new kid in town, and he's lying in a manger down the road. There's a new kid in town, but he's just another baby, I suppose. Heaven knows there's a new kid in town here in Bethlehem.
Remember to unmute myself. Okay. There we go. So that was sung by Kathy Henley for us. Thank you very much, Kathy. That was a lovely song. All right. And we will pop over to see, oh, is it our last? Oh no, almost our last two. Couple more compositions by the kids. So take a look and see, these ones are getting a little bit closer, I think, to the challenge that was issued to some of them to try and come up with a Christmas song. So the other ones we've seen so far were not particularly Christmassy, but we're getting a little bit closer to that. Let's see, we're going to take a look at Brooklyn's. See if you notice anything particularly Christmassy in here. Here we go. Okay, so we'll stop it there. And I'm not sure if I can put any of our guests on the spot, ask them if they spied anything particularly Christmassy about that one. Kathy, wait, no, you're not sure where I'm going with this?
No, no Christmassy.
No? Oh, I'll show you again. It takes looking closely. Look at the colors. Christmas colors, right? We got red and green and a little bit of yellow. Now, I don't know for sure if that's what they were going for, but that's what I noticed that was a bit Christmassy. So we'll thank Brooklyn for sharing that one with us. And now let's take a little peek at Hudson's. Can't remember if this one was Christmassy or not, but we'll find out. Okay, here it comes. It's loading up. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to stop it there and go back because he had a lot of blank area, and we'll just hear it one more time. Okay, so that was Hudson's piece that he's sharing with us. Anybody catch anything Christmassy in there? Wayne's saying, don't ask me. Just don't ask. Well, I thought I heard like almost like a tiny little bit that was like jingle bells, like just a teeny little portion in there. So Kathy's nodding her head maybe to that. I'm not sure, but she's got someone out there. Anyways, oh, she's nodding her head. Okay, so yes, So Hudson there, that was Hudson's song. Thank you, Hudson. And Kathy, the moment has come. It's your turn. You get to unmute. Oh, let's get you unmuted. You remember how to do it? Find your microphone. I can also hit a button that might help you here. Let's see if that helps you. Do we get it? You'll find your little microphone icon there and click on it. It's always fun when we're live, guys. Still no luck? Sometimes you got to wiggle your mouse on your screen for them to show up because they might be hiding a little bit. Oh, she looks like that was like a maybe I found it moment.
Unmute.
Oh,
Can you hear me? I'm back. I hit the wrong key.
I can hear you. Don't worry. And plus, when you're live, it's like, oh, it makes you hit the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. So Kathy has her recorder for us. We'll turn it over to you.
Okay. First one is Somewhere in My Memory.
And muted so I could clap for you. It sounds like the movie. I recognize it.
Yeah, Home Alone.
That's right. Nice job.
Thank you.
And we're just
Okay.
switching over for a second piece, right?
Yep, this is O Come All Ye Faithful. Are we ready?
Yes, I'm nodding. I was muted, but okay, yes. We're ready.
Picture. Okay, O Come All Ye Faithful. And that's it.
Nice job, Kathy. All right.
Oh, thank you.
I am going, oh, here we go. Okay, just make it so we're all back and you're not big screened. By the way, I like your necklace. You've got one of those.
Oh,
got a
thank you.
glowy one on there. Yeah, very nice and Christmassy. You know, guys, when you're live, it's interesting because I was just thinking here, I'm like sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm like, willing you to do well. So when it's a recording, it's not quite the same, right? Because you're like, yeah, it is, however it's gonna be, right? But when you're live, it's just, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. So I've got 2 left of our musical compositions. Actually, that's not quite true. No, it is true. 2. One of them is in our Chrome Music Lab that we've seen before. Now, if you can't tell why this is a Christmassy song, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But the following one is something completely different. So that'll lead into what I'm going to share with you too. So let's go. We're going to check out Callie's composition here. Getting her loaded. Here it comes. Now watch, guys. This is Christmassy, okay? Okay, did you see why it's Christmassy? Yeah, Wayne's nodding his head this time. Did you want to tell us?
Well, it said Christmas, it was the words.
That's what I said. If you can't figure it out, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But there you go. She took it to heart. She was making us a Christmas song. There you go. Okay. Thank you very much, Callie. And here is our last composition that we're going to share from the grade 4 students at Aurora. So this one is Lexi's composition. Now, it was just sent in with an audio track. So I added a little picture to it. Hopefully you enjoy that. And this was made on a program called Bongo Cat. So maybe you'll understand why I chose the picture that I chose. So here we go. Let's open up Lexi's, and I think she went for being Christmassy as well in this one, although it's not quite as obvious as the last one. Okay, just getting her loaded up. Okay, now, it's going without, I'm not ready yet. Just a minute. Okay, now let's share screen. Here we go. I'll just back it up a little bit. Let's see if we can go back better. So I thought that was pretty cute. So if you have ever played with the Bongo Cat program, in there you actually see a little, not real kitty cat, but a drawing of a kitty cat doing the instruments and stuff like that. So I thought putting some kitties in there, and they look like they might be watching somebody who's playing the instruments too. So this leads us into what I have for you this time. I was trying to think, well, I've exhausted my musical talents over the past year for you. I have played you a tiny little bit of piano and a tiny little bit of recorder, and then I sang you a song from a book. So anyways, as a librarian, I went for the book idea again. But this time I'm going to show you a book that's a digital book. So this is what we call an ebook. However, I kind of took the pictures from it because it was showing the wrong picture with the wrong words and I couldn't get it to go right. So I kind of put it together here. So I'm just going to open this up, and these are some spoofs of some Christmas songs. So I thought you might enjoy them. If you haven't figured this out about me yet, I do like cats. So that was quite fun, that last little video. And when I show you this, you'll see what other kind of fun I'm having now with some kitty cats. So here we go. This is the book that I found, was the Cat's Book of Christmas Carols by Jan Stewart, illustrated by Richard Stewart, and this is from Austin Macaulay Publishers. So where I found this was on an e-resource called Hoopla. So just showing you where I got it from. And if you want to look at the rest of the book, because I'm not showing you the whole book here, you can go ahead and look that up. If you have a library card, you can find that on Hoopla. So here's one I'm going to attempt to sing for you. And you can see if you can recognize which Christmas carol this is a spoof of. We have the Cat's Christmas Tree Carol. Give me 1 second. Away out of danger, all cats like to hold for their kittens a traditional treat, with great yells of laughter at the fun it can be when a cat's left alone with a decked Christmas tree. You can break several baubles and fuse all the lights and give to the fairy a few friendly bites and swing from the tinsel before jumping free to admire the effects of a wrecked Christmas tree. There you go. I don't know if any of you have cats or have had any of that type of an experience. I have to say my cat's very well behaved. I have not personally experienced this. Kathy, have you experienced this?
I have a cat, but no, she's very good with the tree.
Yeah. Okay, crossing my fingers, knocking on wood that they're still gonna be good. But I have heard the stories and seen the videos. So I thought that was fun. Yeah. Okay, I've got 2 more for you. Okay, so we'll go back to our little book here and see. Oh, I forgot to ask you guys, which Christmas carol was that a spoof of? Did you figure it out? I can read your lips.
Away in a manger.
Oh, the win at this game. Okay, we'll do 2 more and you can see if you can figure it out. There was a couple I actually had to call my dad in this book because I couldn't figure it out. But okay, dads are great. They're very helpful. Here we go. Okay, so here's the next one I've got for you. Frankincensed. Our cat Frankie got locked out on the feast of Stephen. Snow fell right up to his snout, deep and crisp and even. As he thawed out, Frank, incensed, wailed up from the floor. Please install a large cat flap in the kitchen door. So there you go. All right. Anybody know what song that was?
Good
King
King
Wenceslas.
Wenceslas.
There you go. Oh, they're a tie. Look, they're so good. Okay. So now my cats are indoor cats, but I've lived with outdoor cats that are, you know, they're in, they're out. You open the door and they're like, no, I don't want to go out, even though I was standing here for 10 minutes. And so they're like that, right? Now I have to say, however, no, my cats, they're getting up there in years. So I couldn't help but share this next little bit with you when I saw this one. It might take me a minute to get the tune into my head, but that's okay because I have a picture here to show to you as well. These are my kitty cats. Everybody say, oh. Anyways, so here we've got Bear.
Oh,
Thank you, Kathy. And they're getting up in their years. Now, Socks, he's got a little, he just had a snack there, so his nose is something on it. But now here's a Christmassy picture that I have about them. And the song I'm going to sing for you is the Senior Cat Carol. So here we go. I just gotta get the tune in my head just a minute. This one was harder. Oh my goodness, do I forget the tune? I asked my dad. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I think I got it. If your cat is getting old, keep it inside from the cold. Brush it gently every day. This will keep fur balls at bay. And and make sure it has a place where it can find peace and space. And there you go. Any guesses on that one? That's a hard one. I had to look it up. No, it was, I recognized it as not a Christmas song, but sometimes they take tunes and then put them a Christmas song to it, right? So it's For the Beauty of the Earth. I think it's a hymn. I don't know if you recognize that one. And now I don't know if I wrote it down what the actual Christmas song was, guys. It's something like Gentlemen, Ye Men of Old, or something like that. But I'm forgetting exactly. Oh, I'm so sorry. It is alive. Oh, let's see. As with, here, I found it. Thank you, Google. As with Gladness, Men of Old is the actual tune for it. And Old Cats, Men of Old, I guess. But anyways, unlike Frank, who was incensed that he was outside and couldn't get in, our senior cats mostly just want to curl up inside and be warm and rest. And that's what I find from my own critters these days. Anyways, that's my little fun I have to share with you. And you can check out that book if you want to find out the rest of them. So we have come to the end of our little Christmas cheer that we have for you this year. Oh, Kathy, are you more festive than you were looking before?
Yes, yes, my son found a cat for me.
I thought about wearing my hat and then I thought, I won't know which Christmas concert it is because I wore the hat last year. So I'll wear something.
Ah,
So I put my snowman on.
I like
Anyway,
the pin.
thank you. All right. So it's time to thank everyone for participating. It's pretty nerve-wracking thing, especially to perform live, right? So that takes a lot of courage. So kudos to you guys who did that. And even for those to be recorded, I know sometimes that can feel a little awkward. I got over it fast once the pandemic hit, but when I had to do this all the time. So yeah, anyhow, shall we wish the folks at home Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us.